Joined now by Devils head coach Pete Russell. And Pete, a successful evening, back-to-back wins again this weekend. How do you sum up that game?
Yeah, I think Glasgow's going to be a good team this year. They're hard to break down. I know the coach, he's a really good coach, Jim Morgan. He's got them playing for him. They're really solid, they're gritty, and they're good goaltending. So I think we took a little bit of time to break them down, but we found a way. I think we're playing the right way to get that way, and I thought the third period we've seen it out. So it's been another good weekend. This week was probably the toughest pre-season week. We really worked them hard, you and I, in training, and they had an off-ice thing on the Tuesday that killed them. So it was great we came through it. I think we're getting better. I think we're getting better when we're tired, and that's a good thing because it's good to work on things when you're tired.
You mentioned that team bonding exercise on Tuesday. How was that? It looked like quite the afternoon for the players.
Yeah, we went to I think it's called the Green Mile. It was awesome. The guys were great, army background, and they asked me, what do you want to do? And I said, you can do it, you can do what you want. 5 hours they were there, and they were, I don't know how many calories they burned, what they were getting put through. I just remember everywhere they went, there was 6 of them carrying a big log on ropes everywhere, and they were doing all sorts with them, and it took a few days to get over that, and I don't think we really got over it, and that's why I like the weekend so much, because we stayed mentally strong, and that was the test to see if we could, and we did. And again, I've got a soft spot for Glasgow, everybody knows it, but I think Glasgow's going to be good this year. I like Glasgow.
Took you guys a little while to really break through them this evening, but one guy who really stood out tonight was Ryan Barrow again. 6 in 6 games now in pre-season for him. How much of a good signing has he been?
Yeah, he does. Listen, he scores a lot of goals playing inside. He's good in the bump on the power play, so he knows how to move. He takes small detail, he works hard. I was happy for him, Waller and Tyler, because they've been really good in practice. It just never really came. And tonight, this weekend, I felt the third line really became what I thought they would be, and that's awesome. The fourth line chipped in as well with a couple of goals, and so it's a good thing. You need that in a team, and I think the top 2 lines are, everybody knows what they are. They're all good players, and it was good both goalies played again this weekend. And I think the biggest thing is I think our D's really good as well. I think our D are really mobile, they eat up minutes, move the puck well, and so it's 3 weeks, but it's great. Do you know what I mean? And now we get 2 days off for the first time in 3 weeks. I think they had 2 days off in 21 days. Now they get 2 days off this week, and that should give them a buzz, and I'm sure they're going to come back Wednesday ready to go again to play the Sheffield Steelers, and they're a great team, so we'll have to be ready.
You mentioned next weekend, Sheffield Steelers. What kind of development do you want to see from this weekend to next from your guys?
Probably consistency a little bit, but I think this week and the last week we maybe see better conditioning, but next week once we've rested, I think the 48 hours was really going to help us. But I think our transition's good. I thought our neutral zone was better tonight. I think we can play against teams that pack it in, and we can get to the net and find a way, and we can score on the rush. Like the last goal tonight's nasty, and it's like there's net drive going through, and we hit the late guy on the weak side. It's a pretty sick pass. I think it was Joey Martin that passed it, and it shows you we have 2 sides to the game, and I think the guys are working incredibly hard back the other way as well. When we track, we're ending plays early. I think we need to keep doing that.
Pete, thank you very much. Good luck next weekend. We'll speak to you then.
Thank you.
Joined now by Glasgow Clan head coach Jason Morgan. And Jason, sum up your thoughts on tonight's game.
Oh, I mean, Cardiff's a good hockey club. I thought we had a solid first period. I thought we were moving our legs more today. We executed on our breakouts a lot better than yesterday, but I thought there was a lull there in the second period. They scored 4 goals under a 5-minute span, and kind of took the wind out of our momentum there that we built in the first, and we were able to get a couple goals. I thought our power play looked fairly good, and our penalty kill. Yeah, you can definitely tell they've been together a lot longer than our team. We're still gelling as a group, and we'll get better game by game, and it'd be nice to get home here another good week of practice and build off that.
You mentioned 6 games against, this was only the second game for your guys. There was still a development from last night we saw, and are you happy with what you saw in terms of the difference from last night to tonight, and then hopefully going forward?
Yeah, definitely. I think we have a good group. We compete hard. We want to compete for each other, so that's definitely a key point to a successful team. But yeah, obviously losing Combsy, one of our top offensive guys, I had to make some line adjustments, so the chemistry was a little bit different tonight, and I thought we were back checking hard, tracking our end, but a couple of goals, just missed coverage right on top of the crease. So something we can definitely work on this week to be better heading into next weekend against Belfast.
You mentioned the loss of Charlie Combs and having to move the lines around a little bit. How much of an impact did that have on the game tonight?
Well, obviously Combs is a high impact player, and you know, he's been successful in this league. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody can play with everybody, but it's just the comfortableness of the chemistry with each line. But it's definitely a big hole for us to fill, and but it's part of the game. So everyone's got to be able to adjust and play all throughout the lineup. And I think the guys that stepped up did a good job. Just the second pair definitely hurt us tonight.
Jason, thank you very much for your thoughts.
Thank
Safe
you.
travels home.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.